Hello, Richard from budgetguitarist.com. Are you going to go to the Orlando International Guitar and Music Expo in February on the 3rd and the 4th, 2024? I'm going to be there on Saturday, February 3rd. If you see me, pull me aside. Let me know what you think of the convention. I'd love to get your opinion. Otherwise, I'm going to go to every table in the expo and, see what they have. And then I'll do it again. And then probably a third time. This is one of my favorite events. Countless tables of guitars, guitar parts, guitar gear, and guitar-related stuff. One year, I bought a used Epiphone Les Paul there for $200. Another year, I got a PRS S2 Satin 24 for $500. There are definitely great deals to be had. Now, if you've never been to a guitar convention and you have a chance to go, you need to go. It's like part store, part flea market, part museum, and all fun. But on to the tips. Tip number 1, go alone. Do not attempt to drag a family member or friend to a guitar convention unless they are really into guitars. Even if you have a friend who casually plays guitar, they might not want to spend an entire day looking at them. 2, eat a big breakfast before you go. Convention food is usually expensive and bad, and you're probably going to need to eat some, but you don't want to show up already hungry, right? 3, bring some almonds or peanuts or beef jerky. Stick it in your pocket. Trust me, it's going to be better than the crap they have at the convention, and you can eliminate paying $12 for a snack. 4, get there early the day the convention opens. Trust me, a lot of the best deals are snapped up in the first 2 hours, and you're going to miss them unless you're in line when the doors open. 5, if you see a great deal and you want to snag it, then snag it. If it really is a great deal, it's not going to be there an hour from then or even 10 minutes from then. 6, watch out for the fake stuff. I've seen plenty of fake Fender decals on crappy guitars. 95% of the stuff you'll see is fine, but there are still scammers out there. 7, if you buy anything electronic, try before you buy. If they won't let you, move on. 8, dress for the temperature inside the convention center, not the outside weather. If it's freezing out, you have a hot, heavy coat on, you're going to boil in that all day. 9, it's perfectly fine to haggle, but remember, everybody's got to feed their family. If somebody won't budge on a price, don't waste their time and don't waste yours. 10, always get a receipt, especially on anything pricey. In a lot of places, if you buy a guitar, they won't let you walk out the door unless you have a receipt. Any reasonable person will be happy to give you a receipt on your purchase. And if they won't, that should be a warning sign, right? So definitely snag a receipt. So those were the 10 tips, but I also have a little bit of commentary. 8-9 years ago, or whenever it was, the first time I went to the guitar convention in Orlando, I was so excited and I couldn't wait. And I got in there and I was smiling most of the day and I was having such a great time looking at all this great stuff. And there's 2 things I noticed. Thing number 1, it was 99.9% male. There were almost no women in the entire building. So you got hundreds or thousands of people and it's all dudes. Now, over the past 8 years, I'm assuming that ratio will change a little bit, but I found that interesting. And then the other thing is, I was really surprised. I appeared to be the only one smiling. Most of the people, when I was looking around, and year after year I've noticed this, most of these people, they're walking around and they look tired or they look annoyed. I don't get it. Conventions are so cool. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that people are bringing gear to sell maybe, and they're in bargaining mode, or people want to pay the lowest possible price and they want to argue with the person selling it, or I don't know. It's just weird. I understand why the people who man the tables aren't smiling all day, because your face is going to hurt after the first 20 minutes. But the people who come in, standing in line, walking in the door, unless someone was telling them a joke, they weren't smiling. I don't get it. I just don't. Maybe you have some commentary about that, and maybe you can put that in the comments section below. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to be there on Saturday the 3rd, February 3rd. If you're there, man, I'd love to talk to you and get your impressions. I already said that at the beginning of the video, didn't I? Okay. All right, video's long enough, good enough. Thank you for watching. The next video you see will be footage or pictures from the convention. Some people don't want to be videotaped, so sometimes it'll just be pictures, but I'll give you a full accounting of my trip in the next video. And that's going to happen probably in another 2 weeks, and it'll be available on a Friday at 5.